Hello, and welcome to Turn Off Road. I'm Chuck, and I'm here today with another exciting product for the Ford Bronco, a multi-pod light bar. What this multi-pod light bar will allow you to do is mount up to 14 individual pod lights in any color combination you'd like. As long as those pod lights are less than about 3.5 inches in diameter, you should have no problem mounting them. So what do you get in the kit? Well, first of all, you're going to get the multi-pod light bar, 2 brackets for attaching to the factory accessory points above your windshield. The hardware you will receive is M8 hardware for attaching the light bar to the brackets. We'll also provide you some M6 hardware. We don't recommend that you use that. We recommend that you do reuse the factory hardware that you take off when you remove your factory accessory covers. The tools that you'll need, a 10mm, we're using a socket on a ratchet here to remove the factory accessory covers as well as install the mounting brackets to the vehicle. We have a 13mm socket and a 13mm wrench, or you could use two 13mm wrenches to attach the light bar bracket to the actual mounting brackets. So the first thing that we need to do before we can install this is to get up onto the vehicle, remove the factory accessory cover so that we can install the mounting brackets. All right, so removal of the accessory cover is fairly simple. On the top here, we have a button that we need to depress. When we depress that, we can pull forward and remove the outer cover. There are 2 nuts here. We're going to go ahead and remove those. And the bottom portion is removed. The reason we recommend reusing the factory hardware is because it fits well on this very short post here. So we're going to take our bracket, lay it over the mounting post, and put the factory hardware back in place. So at this point, I'm not going to fully tighten these. I'm just going to get them snug down. I still have a little bit of room to move. So when I go to put my light bar on, I can adjust it and aim it. All right, for the installation of your pod lights, it may differ depending on the pod light that you have. However, you will need something that mounts with a bottom post. Side post mounting isn't going to work unless there's an adapter bracket to mount toward the bottom. Remember, you are limited to about 3.5 inches of overall height or diameter. And then on the end here, these are the braces that will mount to the brackets on the vehicle. If your light is too close or too deep and interferes with those, you may need to leave some of these end lights off until you're installed on the vehicle and then put the lights on. So additionally, if you would like, you could mount the mounting brackets directly to the light bar and then mount it to the vehicle. It's really going to depend on your application and which way is easiest for you. Again, mounting the lights is fairly simple. I'm just going to take my bottom post, run it through the bottom flange here, and attach the mounting hardware. All right, so our mounting holes here are slotted, so we have adjustability side to side depending on which lights you use. I do recommend to leave them slightly loose and steerable until you get it installed. You can take it out at night and aim all the individual pod lights and then do your final tightening once everything is aligned. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get the rest of the lights installed on here, and then we'll take you over to the vehicle and get the light bar actually installed on the vehicle. All right, now that I've installed these lights, I have left the N2 off on both sides on either side of our mounting brackets. That's primarily so that when we get up there, it's easier for us to access the hardware and then for you guys to see how we actually mount this without the lights being in the way. You can mount them here or up there. It's really up to you and how your lights are configured. All right, on the vehicle here, I'm gonna get somebody to give me a hand installing it, just because it is a little heavy to try and do by yourself. I'm just gonna line my brackets up on the inside with the hardware. I'll take the M8, install it through with a washer and a nut. Then I'll get the bottom. All right, and he's repeating the exact same process on the other side. So with the light bar loosely installed, I can adjust due to the slotting on the bracketry here, up, down, forward, and backward. What I want to do is I want to try, at least for my application, bring it up so that my wiring isn't being smashed against the windshield, but close enough so that it looks nice and clean. So once I have a good position here, I'm gonna have him hold it in place. Okay, hold that up, adjust my lights. Let's point down just a little bit more. With the two M8 fasteners tightened on this side and on the other side, I'm ready to go ahead and finally tighten down the two 10mm nuts that hold it to the vehicle on this side, and then the other two on the other side. All right, nice and tight. With all of our fasteners finally tightened down, I can install the last 4 pod lights on the ends, finish up the wiring, and then run the wiring down into the vehicle to whatever switch that I may be using. Again, the wiring is going to be dependent on the light types and the number that you have. But for us, we're going to run all 14 of these on the single switch so that we have all of them come on at the same time. All right, so we have the last 4 lights installed on the ends. The last thing we need to do after finishing up the wiring is get it out tonight and aim each one of those individual lights and get the final tightening done. So I'd like to thank you guys for joining us here at Turn Off Road for the installation of our multi-pod light bar on the Ford Bronco.